Hi guys, welcome back to the corner. You guessed it, I'm back. It's my one day, but I figured I'd do a whip and chat and talk about the last 2 weeks. So let me get the camera repositions where it's not right at my forehead. And we'll get started. I'm not sure how long this is going to last, and please forgive me if my thoughts go all over the place. I am extremely tired, but I still wanted to get something out for you guys. I don't have any packages going on right now. I've got to wait till I start getting money, and then of course we got the Santa swaps, Christmas, all the fun stuff for the holidays going on. So that being said, give me 1 second. Hi guys. Alright. Yep, it was a split second for you, but a little bit longer for me. I was trying to get the correct angle that would be good for you guys to see, and the camera's not in my way of me drilling. Anyway. Alright. So, like I said, it's been a week since I started. It's been 2 weeks since I've been back at work. It's been a week since I've actually worked on a DP other than my work project, which I completed, which you guys will see. I'll post pictures on my Instagram so you guys can see it. Or I may just hold you in suspense and wait till the end of the month and do the monthly completed projects video. If you guys still like that, let me know. Put it in the comments below. I want to make sure I'm showing you guys what you guys want to see. I know those are short and sweet, but hey, some people like to see what they're going to get and make sure the picture is completed, whether it's the right size for you or not, just to see if it'll work. I was not happy with who I'm calling the big girl, but apparently I found out it's a Johanna Basson painting, just like this one. Do not judge me, do not get mad at me. These are all paintings that I got when I first started, and I was not aware of the whole copyright thing. I just saw it, liked the image, and I also was not aware of the whole size. Was not aware how important that was. So, I mean, that one came out okay, I thought, but I think it probably would have looked better in a 50 by 60 or 40 by 50. It just been just a little bit bigger, but not by much. Anyway. So when I went back to work last week, it was good. It was slow, thankfully. Auctions went as usual. Crazy. Well, not crazy, but we actually did better than what we had been doing on the auctions, which is a good thing for the company. Not so good for me, and I felt bad because I really hate auctions, and I try to keep people from going to auction. So, but, and of course, you know when you get back from, say, like vacation, the last thing you want to do is try to play catch up. Alright, so my form of catch up is making sure everything is clean as far as the units go. And you're probably thinking, if you're new to my channel, what do I do? I rent storage units. So it's not just, I'm not just sitting there and twiddling my thumbs waiting for someone to come in. I'm actually, for when I don't have downtime, that's what I'm doing. I actually go out onto my small little property and make sure the units are clean. But I have an evil nemesis. And I mean evil nemesis. It is called the landscapers. Alright, so if you ever watched, if you live in an apartment, you'll know what I'm talking about. The last thing you want to see is a landscaper go blowing leaves and dirt all up on your car. Same concept for me, except I don't know how, I don't know which way they're using these blowers, but they seem to always get up underneath the units. So my units get cleaned once a week. I try to wait till after they've shown up. That way they're not adding on to what was originally there. But what they are doing, they messed up all the cleaning that was previously done. So, needless to say, my Saturday was a little busy. I had 29 units that had to be cleaned, and they got cleaned. And then on top of that, what else happened on Saturday? Or when I came back to work? The landscapers came the day before I got back to work, and then obviously when I came back it was cold, wet, raining. There wasn't no cleaning to be done. Nope. I'm not gonna get sick. I've already been out long enough. I do not want to get sick and having me be pulled out of work again just because me being a dum-dum, which I'm not, is go out and clean units with it being wet and cold. I do not think that would be very wise. The surgery did do like it was supposed to do. I'm not in any pain like I originally was. I still have some pain left, but that's slowly getting better now that I'm actually able to get up and move around and do the things that I should be doing. But we'll get the physical therapist their opinion when I see them in a couple of weeks. Once I finished my little bee girl, I set this one up. Same artist. I'm gonna go see if I can't find her name, and I will start adding it to the original name for her on the videos as far as on the front. So you'll see it on the beginning of this one saying this is a whip and chat. But this is just a little update now that I have stuff to talk about. Kind of. But it's been mainly work, home, worked on the time-lapse video. If you haven't seen it, you need to go check out the playlist. There are 2 long ones and 1 short, so it's a total of 3 videos. But I worked on it all week last week while I was home, and then I finished it on, let's see, what day was I off? I finished it Sunday of last week, so I finished it on the 3rd. Yeah, I finished it on the 3rd. So if you haven't checked out that playlist or those videos, I'll definitely link it in the eye above. That way you guys can go check out that playlist. For those of you that enjoyed those, I will not be doing a full painting like that again. Because it took me literally all week this week just to do that one video. It will get uploaded on Saturday. No. I mean, what is today? Oh, wow. Yeah. Next week's going to be fun with a 6-day stretch. It was uploaded on Friday. So by the time you guys are seeing this, it is Friday. But I won't upload this until you're probably seeing it on Saturday. I'm trying to get a handle on the scheduling and come up with things to talk about. But, so, this week, last week, I finished the Bee Girl. I had this one all set up, ready to go. This is what I was doing while I was waiting for the other video to export so where I could start recording again while the other one was uploading. So this is all day 1 so far. I am slow moving right now. I am so tired, but that's okay. been talking to the families and finding out what they want for Christmas and getting that list all set and ready to go. I have yet to understand what is Ryan's World. And if you know or have an idea or have kids that are in that age range, in between 3 and I think maybe 7. My nephew's 5. Or is he 6? Oh boy. Yeah, I'm gonna get in trouble if my sister ever sees this video. But I did find something that he would like, and the oldest, I found something that, according to my sister, the oldest nephew will absolutely go bonkers over. I'm actually curious on that one. I'm like, why didn't I have toys like this when I was a kid? It's crazy. You go back and start buying toys for your nieces or your nephews, your sons, your daughters. It's like, shoot, I wish I could have gotten that when I was their age. And more and more I think about it, I was like, shoot, I'm old enough now, I'll go get it myself for me. I told you I was a kid. But, so then this week, on the 1st, I did 2 rentals that day, got everything that was required except for one thing because of what they were putting in their unit. But everybody has been awesome when I came back. All my coworkers have called and checked on me, which I love dearly, and I greatly appreciate everything that they did for me while I was gone. Now it's just a matter of getting my customers back in order now that I'm back. Yeah, you guys gotta get in order. Behave yourselves. I'm back. So we need to get back on the trains. We're not having to make constant phone calls trying to track you down. Anyway, Mr. J has been phenomenal since I've gone back to work. He has cooked dinner practically every night, and I really got spoiled this weekend, because he ended up having to work from 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock Tuesday night, this past Tuesday night, for a catering of 300 people. And there's another story to go on Tuesday night. So I got to get chicken marsala and a very thick prime rib, which I had that today for lunch. Chicken marsala was yesterday's lunch, and it was yummy. Yummy to the tummy. Sometimes it's really good to be married to a chef, especially when they feel like cooking. Oh, excuse me. I told you I was tired, guys. So, but Tuesday when I got home, I was expected to come home to an empty house, which I don't like, especially at night. I don't like it at all. But is what it is. He had to work. But I didn't appreciate what I found when I came home. I came home to my door locked, but not locked. I don't know if that really makes any sense. So basically, our deadbolt was locked, and you couldn't really get into the apartment. But if somebody knew how to break the deadbolt, so to speak, all they would have had to do is just push the door. The door would have came open for them as soon as the deadbolt let go. I was not happy to see that. I'm like, okay. So I called Mr. J and asked him, I'm like, hey, did you come home at any point today? He said, nope. He had been at work all day, working on that catering, cooking the prime rib and 100 pounds worth of mashed potatoes, homemade mashed potatoes. I'm like, okay, so that means your arm got to work out. And well, I was like, so I had him on the phone, and I'm going to the apartment. That way I know he's only 2 minutes away, but if something happened, I knew what he would have done. If something happened, he would have been on his way here in 2.2 seconds. So I just walked through the apartment and noticed where my table is. If you guys ever see a picture of what my corner looks like, my table is not even maybe 3 feet away from the front door. And like I said, I haven't been at my table all week. So there was no reason for my light pad to be on. Alright, Casper, interrupted me again. And, oh, my light pad was on. I'm like, and then further inspection, my chair that I sit in, which I can roll in between my table and my computer, which sits on its own table, my chair was almost to the TV. My chair does not get pushed that far back. I am not tall by whatsoever. I am only a little 5'3" dynamite. So I'm like, okay. Like, I'm not liking this. He's like, well, get the gun out the closet. I'm like, yeah, no, I couldn't exactly hold a gun, hold a phone, if somebody's in my apartment. I didn't see anything or hear anything that indicated anyone was in the apartment when I got home. But someone had definitely been in the apartment while I was not home. So I kept looking. And you all know how you leave your house. Whether it's a certain door being shut all the time or it's always open. You notice the main things like that. Well, here, our bedroom door stays open. I don't like it shut. I don't like it shut when we're home. We don't even close it when we go to sleep unless we've got company. And our bedroom door was completely shut. I'm like, and our bedroom door can't completely shut because I'm assuming the foundation is tilting. So the hinges aren't exactly. It's not flush when it shuts in the door jamb. But I'm like, okay, keep looking. Check the bedroom, my closet, and the bedroom. That door stays shut. Don't matter. At night, it stays shut. During the day, it stays shut. Because even in the summer, it's not hot in there. It's actually the coolest part of the apartment. Because there's no outside heat or anything like that coming through the brick. So it literally is the coolest spot in the apartment. So in the winter, it's even colder. So why am I gonna hate the closet? So we leave the closet door shut. That door was open. I'm like, okay, this is really starting to tick me off because we were not informed of anyone coming to the apartment to do any works whatsoever, which there was work that needed to be done, which I'm going to get to that in a second, but they did not notify us that they were coming to the apartment, which makes me very uneasy because what if I had been actually home and in bed asleep? I've had that happen to me one time before at a different apartment complex. That would make any, and I mean anybody, very uncomfortable because they didn't knock or anything. They just came in when that happened to me last time, and I told Miss Jazzy, you need to talk to the office. They need to start informing us when they come into the apartment 24 hours like our lease agreement states. We got an issue. We got a serious problem. Especially if I know or if we know I'm coming home by myself at night. But further inspection, they had actually came in and finally fixed the bathroom floor. Bathroom floor, I thought I was gonna fall through it. And at one point, I was really hoping I did to get said insurance. Because it has been 5 months since we told them about this and they yet had fixed it. They told us that they would get someone out here ASAP to fix it. And yeah, so as soon as possible means 5 months? Are you kidding me? That's crazy. That seriously is crazy. And on top of that, we've got an issue in the bedroom, which they tell us that we have to move our furniture out of the bedroom in order for them to fix. And now, in our bedroom, all we've got is a dresser, the TV, or a TV, his bedside table, my bedside table, and the bed. I'm like, okay, where are we going to put the bed? There's no room in this apartment to put it, and I'm not putting my bed in storage. They need to come up with some other idea of getting that ceiling fixed without us having to literally remove everything out of our bedroom. Because there's no point in them replacing the carpet, because we're moving in April. I'm not letting them get a jump start on getting this apartment prepped. No. No way, Jose. You making me wait this long to fix our stuff? Not happening. I disagree. That was Tuesday. Wednesday was nice and quiet. Then yesterday, it was quiet. For the most part. I had to do a couple of conference calls and whatnot. It didn't make me happy, but I guess it comes with the job. So what is everybody's plans for Thanksgiving? This is actually one holiday they will actually close the office. I will not be working that day. Curious to see what day I will be working, or what days I will be working. Considering my normal days off are Friday and Saturday, which I'm pretty sure that will probably change because of the holiday, but we will see. I just got to get up with my mom and my sister to find out when I'm to go over there for dinner, and also find out if Mr. J is working Thanksgiving. See, he has worked every Thanksgiving for the last 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. 6 or 7 years he's worked every single Thanksgiving. Because I made a deal with him. I was like, if you work Thanksgiving, you can't work Christmas. Because his the restaurant he works at, they are open 365 days a year. They never close. Even when there's snow and ice on the ground, they do not close. They are still open. They might be short-staffed, but they are still open. Just because of the fact there's 2 hotels. One is literally in walking distance. That's right behind them. And they do have a lot of people that'll come over from that hotel to the shopping center that he works in at that restaurant to get food, kick back, watch some sports if they can't get it on the hotel TV or whatever. We've got a lot of interesting people there. And now it's getting cold. I am not saying the dirty word. Nope. But luckily enough, they are not expecting us to see any of that mess at all. If we do see any kind of wet stuff, it's going to be rain. It's just going to get cold. And I know those that are living in the northern states, you like, when I say 20s, they're like, you don't know what cold is. That's not cold. Yeah, it is. It's still cold. It may not be negative degrees or down in the teens, but it's still cold. I just say, can we go back to summer, please? Pretty please. Give me 80s all year round, and I would be one very happy little girl. And do I see any 7s? No. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The storage, this kit is one of the 14 that I kitted up back in July. So I am now down to 6 or 7 of these kits left. So I am trying out, tried with the work whip that I finished last week. I tried a storage container kit that, yeah, I'm not too fond of. But I do have that same type kit for another painting, which I may just hold on to those for like a really small project, but for these bigger projects like the 30 by 40s, yeah, I don't like them. They don't stay closed like they should. I kept getting my drills mixed up on the B, on Little Miss B Girl, because I'd go to pour and the container that was right beside it, the lid opened as well and the colors mixed. I'm like, okay. So far I'm liking the Harbor Freights, the kits that have the cylinder tubes in it. This is the bigger one. I do have a smaller set, but this is the one that comes in that special little case where it has the 60. Let's see. Is it close to me so I can show you? Yep, it's down here. Ooh. So it's this case. So I was able to fit 2 paintings in this. So all these empty spaces right here are for the one I'm working on now. These are for the next one that I'm going to do. So far, I'm really liking this set. I like the Harbor Freights too. But with the Harbor Freights, with it only coming in a set of 24 containers, it's a little difficult when you've got 30 to 40 colors. And then I think one of the ones that I unboxed a few weeks ago, I said it had, what, 56? So I'm definitely going to need one of those kits to be able to store up to at least 60. So I'm digging that one. I'm tempted to go see what the Darcy, as I just dropped my pen. Did I just cut myself? Oh. To get that, was it not the Darcy's? Is it the Darcy? It's the one with the tray and you can get different sizes in it that everybody is talking about. And what color was it on? And just kind of, I may actually do a video on that one because everybody's like, well, what's this about? What's that about? I do know with this particular set of these guys, we calculated it out and I was able to put, wasn't this kit? Hold on. Actually, I can use this kit. Who was my extras for? 154. So I had 15 of those little bitty bags of 154, and I was able to fit 12 in here. So that it could hold at least, excuse me, I need chocolate. I want to say maybe 2,100 drills. If I'm doing my math right. Which I probably am not, because I am actually that tired. Yep. Hang on, if I got any C's, I thought I saw C's. Did you guys see any C's? Oh wait, you can't see the grid. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So which storage containers do you guys like to use? What's your ultimate go-to? Obviously, I know a lot of people like the Harbor Freights, and the only downfall with those is that if they sit on their side, you gotta shake just a little bit to get the drills from out of the hinge before you fully open it, or you're gonna have not a whole lot of drills, but a few that'll run away from the party. And they're saying, I will not be stuck down to no piece of paper. I want to be stuck to a piece of plastic. Even though they're the ones that, especially it's the ones that said that they want to join the party and they're not supposed to be in the party. Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry guys. I am really tired. What's everybody got planned for this weekend? I will be working. Yeah. I knew I should. I did not cut everything off like I thought I did. Hang on a second. Shh. Okay. No more interruptions. I'm talking. I'm trying to talk. And then yesterday, I'm going to see what else happened yesterday. I come home. Mr. J had fixed chicken Alfredo. I won't hungry, so that'll probably be dinner tonight. Which I'm sure he's happy. That means he don't have to cook. But he was off yesterday, so he was off 2 days in a row. So he is actually very well rested, I think. But we stayed up and watched. We've watched Hell's Kitchen. I just can't remember which season. It's the one where Gordon Ramsay starts out at boot camp. He starts them all out at boot camp. Bits and pieces of that at the beginning were really funny, but now it's starting to get serious. I'm like, oh God, everybody always gotta be so serious. And I do have my table on a slant this time. If you keep seeing me reach over here, I actually have a sticky bead mat attached onto the blank side of my table, which I try to have one there at all times, especially if it's elevated, even just a little, to keep my pen from falling and I don't have to go scrambling to grab it. It literally just sticks to my table. Would you like to see? Let's see, turn it just right so I don't have to really move it too much. But yeah. And I think I got my table sitting at a 45 degree. So yeah, it's just sticking there. It's not gonna go nowhere. It's stuck to it. And they were cheap. And you can get them at Michael's. I'll put a link on the description below. I actually found out about these from Stitcherista. But yeah, I found them at Michael's. I have 2 on my light pad. So where if it's really up and I need to actually slide, I gotta I gotta clean them so they'll re-stick. But if I need to push my table up or my light pad up while it's at this angle, it won't do that. It will actually stick to my table and it will not move. I love my sticky pads. Just a little trick for those who haven't discovered the sticky pads. Yeah, what color? On color B. Okay. Out of everything you guys can possibly eat for Thanksgiving, what is your all-time favorite food? I'm going to adjust you guys because you're right at my head. Okay. Is that better, guys? I know you can't really see the pattern, but... And my hand is all up in the light. Alright, guess you're going back up. Okay. I wish that looked better than what it did. Because on the camera, this looks like a little peppermint. I am calling this my Christmas peppermint girl, so. And with this one, I didn't take the opaque paper off and put wax paper on it. I just didn't feel like it, but I did take my X-Acto and make my little sections on it. So normally, oh, excuse me, jeez, oh, Pete. And these Kit Kats and ice cream and all that mess calling my name just to wake me up, because Mr. J will be home anytime, and I do not know if he's going to be in the mood to go out or if we are staying in. I got a feeling we're probably staying in, but that's okay. And if you guys actually saw Little Miss Toothless, she gave me a dirty look because it's been a little chilly, even with her light when it turns on first thing in the morning. So I got to give her a little bit to get woken up real good before I take her blanket off of her, so where the heat can get to her more directly. I took her blanket off of her one morning. I think it was Wednesday. No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday morning, I'm getting ready for work. Her light hadn't come on yet because I adjusted the time to try to collate with what's going on outside. So she still has her 12 on and 12 off. Now I come around from out of the bedroom after getting my clothes on for work, and I poked my head around the corner and just checked on her, and she's got her head propped up like a little kid with the blanket all the way up to her chin, so to speak, but in this case on the back of her neck. So all you saw was that little bitty head of hers poking out, giving me an evil look like, why did you cut on my light? It is too cold. I want to go back to bed. Please turn the light off. And then when she saw said boogies, she changed her mind real quick. She jumped right out of that blanket and went straight for her food bowl. And then I found a new trick with Pablo. If I can't get, because once it started getting cold in my car, I actually have to, oh, good gracious, I am so sorry, guys. With my car, my driver's side door does not open from the outside. So me letting my car run to warm up does no good when I have to roll the window down just to get in the car. All the heat goes rushing out. So I had to try to come up with another way of being able to feed Mr. Pablo. So I found another way of feeding Pablo. And he somehow likes it. He gets aggressive though. It's kind of like a gel, or yeah, kind of like a thick gel that I can, once I find it, make like little molds out of. And I'll put it on the end of a bamboo stick. Make it look like it's alive. Kind of chase him around in the tank, and he'll eventually turn around, snap back, and eat it And once he realizes it's food, he'll sit there and take a mouthful at a time until he tells me, okay, I'm done. So that's been working out good. I'm not ready for Christmas. Today, seeing you guys are seeing this on Saturday. So Saturday, or today when you guys are seeing this, actually marks the 5th year anniversary of my dad's passing. So it's not really a rough time of year for me, but I don't get into Christmas like I used to, because in my eyes, Santa was my dad. He used to play Santa when we were growing up for the mall. He would play Santa when he would go to nursing homes. Me and my little sister would be the elves, and he would play Santa. Not the actual, like, I hate saying a fake beard, but he actually had the real deal. He had the full beard. So when he left us, that was the day that, yeah, Christmas is not what it used to be. I love it for my nephews, but it's not what I remember. Because as I got older, my ex, and he had 2 sons, which are now in their 20s, and the oldest one has now got, I think that baby's like 3 or 4 now. And then I just found out the youngest son of my ex's, he is now expecting a baby. So they are both in their 20s, so that's exciting. I'm happy to see that. But when the boys were younger, my dad tried to help out and everything, because the kids were flying in from Texas and whatnot. So when they would come in around the holidays, Daddy would actually call up and play Santa over the phone. The whole ho ho ho, that jolly laugh that all of us pretty much recognize. He would do it over the phone and talk to the kids for a minute, make sure they're being naughty or nice, and find out what they want, and this, that, and the other. So when Daddy got sick, that was his way of still playing Santa. He would do it over the phone. I do miss hearing that ho ho ho. But alright. I think that's all to use. Animal use. Okay. The only thing with the sticky pad, if you've got the cylinder containers, they don't stand straight up, so you would actually have to lay them on their side, or I ain't even tried it, but I'm scared to see if they'll actually topple over. But I have done it with the Harbor Freight containers. As long as you don't have it in a full 90-degree angle, it will work. Alright, so I got 1666. Is it just one? Alright, we're going to stab and grab. Okay. I'm hoping it'll get lighter, because so far, like, over in this corner, let me back you guys out so y'all can see that corner. I just happened to look over and noticed y'all couldn't see. Over here it's really dark, but in the picture it's like dark through here, and then it gets really, really light over here. So we'll see once I get over this way. It was fun doing the random number picker on that one, but it started to drive me bonkers because for some reason that stupid random number picker waited till towards the end to do her face. And on this one, her face starts to about right here and over here. So this part right here, let go pin. So this part right here, it starts out with the little dragon. So we'll see what kind of details we're going to get on the dragon on this one. Because the last one, I didn't like how the dragon came out. We got any H's in the house? Yep, we got some H's. Let's see, what else did I find out? Oh, I do have an inspection coming up on Wednesday at work. So, and the bad thing is, guess who came Thursday? You guessed it, the landscapers. So in between tomorrow and Wednesday, I've got to get everything that I need to get done by Tuesday. So I can be ready for that inspection. I don't think it'll be too bad, but I think, is it, can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday. It's going to be too cold tomorrow. It's not even going to hit 50 degrees tomorrow. And I've got a completely outdoor property that is too cold. Too cold. So I got to make a game plan of when I'm going to get out there and clean those units before the inspection comes on Wednesday. And then I think we've got our meeting coming up this week because we're getting close to the middle of the month. So once a month we'll have a meeting to go over everything, which should be interesting. Getting a game plan together. So sales is no fun at all. It's interesting to see what kind of people you meet, though. That is interesting about sales. You never know what kind of people you're going to meet. So, alright, I have no clue how long this has been, but I am running out of things to say. So I'm going to stop it right here, guys. I'm going to keep going, though, with my diamond painting. And I will follow up with you guys next week. I think Mr. J is working one night this week. If he is, I'll probably pop on and record another little video so you guys can see what progress I've made so far. And I'll talk about what's happened from tonight through the week, if anything interesting has popped up. But normally it's now that we're back on work mode and being an adult, which sucks. But anyway, I'll keep you and let you guys know and keep you guys informed as far as my progress. These sections are smaller. I think I got, so that was 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3. I'm looking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, same amount again. Still 24. So it looks like I spaced this one out just right too. So I got 24 sections on this one, but this one, seeing I don't have to focus too much on when I'm recording and when I'm not, I should be able to finish this one up a lot faster than the other one. But we will see. But anyway, guys, If you have any comments, hey, put them down the bottom. I'm all ears. If you got anything you would like to see, if I can work it out, put them in the comments below. I'm really thinking about going over all the storage containers that I've got and giving my ranking from my favorite to...
You need to unlock your device to do this.
Okay, I did not say Alexa. Okay, this is weird. Anyway, alright, I'm definitely getting off here. I'm getting a little freaked out. I need to turn some noise on. Alright, but if you guys like my whip chat, hit that like button. If you want to find out more as far as what's going on with me, hit that subscribe button. And to be notified anytime I can put up a video, ring-a-ding-ding that bell. And I'll see you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, guys.